Are we hot? Is it working? Hot mic, cold mic, check.
I haven't got. Oh, wait. Yep.
We're good?
If it's green, you're good.
Okay. Sweet. So we ready? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start yapping then.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'll have them double check on the feed.
Okay.
To make sure you're coming through on the mic.
All right. That works. Good morning, baseball fans, and welcome to Warren Turner Field on the campus of Missouri Southern State University, Joplin, Missouri, for the 2024 ABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. 22-team event. Pool play the last 2 days, Thursday, Friday here in Joplin. And now we're on to bracket play. Round of 16. And this 10 o'clock game features 417 Black out of Southwest Missouri taking on the Doolin Dodgers, a national team based out of Memphis, Tennessee, and Dallas, Texas, with players from all over the continental United States. Scheduled for a 10 o'clock first pitch. We'll go ahead and get your starting lineups for you. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Doolin Dodgers. Leading off, playing center field, will be Kendall Johnson. Batting second, the shortstop, Kyle Branch. Batting third, the left fielder, Landon Hutchinson. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Zach Gregalis. Batting fifth, the catcher, Zach Sayon. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Landry Stamps. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Gunnar Dillard. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Zach Henderson. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Caleb Watkins. Again, for Doolin Dodgers, it'll be Johnson, Branch, Hutchison, Gregalis, Sayon, Stamps, Dillard, Henderson, Watkins for the Doolin Dodgers. Starting lineup for 417 Black. Leading off, playing left field, Carter Fangro. Batting second, the center fielder, Colin Ross. Batting third, the first baseman, Brady Rattone. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Parker Mann. And batting fifth, the shortstop, Bryce Davis. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Leighton Herman. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Chase Kessler. Batting eighth, the catcher, Gabe Sitton. Batting ninth, the right fielder, Noah Goforth. And they're the defense backing up right-hander Hunter Jones, who's getting the start this morning for 417 Black. Again, ABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier, the ABC American Amateur Baseball Congress, 18 and under Connie Mack World Series, Farmington, New Mexico. That's what's on the line. Win 2 games today, you're in the Final Four tomorrow. Win 2 tomorrow, you're going to Farmington for the World Series. We're just about set for action here. Scheduled 10 o'clock first pitch. Looks like we're going to get started just ahead of time. Home plate umpire P.J. Serwinski. Field umpire, his father, Bo Serwinski. As Hunter Jones steps in. Hunter Jones on the mound, Kendall Johnson steps in. First pitch at 9:59. Misses down low, 84 degrees with a heat index of 93. Sun-soaked day at the ballpark here in Joplin. The 1-0. Outside corner called strike one, 1-1. Warren Turner Field, built in 2014. Home of Missouri Southern Lions baseball. The 1-1 will be sliced to left. That ball's carrying, and it's over the head of Fangro and left and bounces over for a ground rule double. Fangro got turned around to his left and then back to his right. The ball kept carrying. The left-handed hitting Johnson went opposite field and bounced it off the warning track over the field. 330 down the lines here at Warren Turner. So that ball has probably hit every bit of 335, 340 and bounced over for a ground rule double. So leadoff double for the Doolin Dodgers. That'll bring up Kyle Branch, the shortstop. Fastball down the pipe for strike one. This is a wood bat event, no metal bats. All teams must use wood. We'll track you down scores and results from pool play games earlier this week as we proceed today. The 0-1 misses away. I'll even count it 1-1.
Hello, 417 Nation. I'm here too, but I have a actual commentator with me today.
I failed to introduce myself, Dean. Yes, I'm Craig Hall, your play-by-play. Joining me, as he mentioned, Dean Sitton, my producer, engineer, and color commentary today. appreciate him joining me on the broadcast. We're going to talk. We'll share a little stories and a couple of things. We'll talk more than just
It'll be mainly Craig.
showcase baseball. Talk a little bit about the College World Series going on up at Omaha. I always enjoy talking about that. There's a chopper to short.
Took a bat
Davis, he's going to misplay it into an error. And there goes Branch into second base as he reaches on the E6 and stretches it into second base. So run scores. Johnson scores from second base on the chopper. He was going on contact. So 1-0 after two batters. Dodgers lead here.
We don't have a scoreboard, do we?
Mother Nature dispatched that scoreboard back in May.
They did have a temporary one.
There was a temporary one that they brought in for the regional tournament when Southern hosted the regional in May. Tough call for the athletic department here at Missouri Southern. Mother Nature has a tornado a week before they're set to host a regional. Knocked down the scoreboard and left, and all this batting, the backstop here had to be replaced in less than a week.
Oh, they had
First
to redo the net?
pitch. Yep.
Oh,
First
wow.
pitch to Landon Hutchinson, the left fielder, down the pipe for a strike. Jones in some trouble here in the first. A double, an error, run scored. 0-1's in the turf, blocked by Sitton, but bounces away and allows Branch to move up to third. So a wild pitch will put Branch at third with no outs. Hutchinson up to plate. The first baseman, Gregala, stands on deck. The 1-1 hits him right on the hip. So now, no outs, runners on first and third for the Dodgers. Dodgers, they go 1-1 in pool play Thursday, Friday. They opened up Thursday with a 6-4 win over Off-Speed Athletics and then dropped a 6-1 decision to Willard, Missouri, McKee yesterday. 1-1 in their pool, but still good enough to advance to the round of 16. First pitch to Gregales, ground ball to second. Kessler bobbles, and he won't even get the lead out at second base. Another error. That allows another run to score. So two across here now as Gregales reaches on the E4. So 2 on, no outs. That'll bring up the catcher, Ezekiel. Call him Zeke. Sayong. I'll get you more information about these guys as we go on. We got a meeting on the mound.
Coach Papa Hartley out there to talk to the boys, calm them down.
John Hartley makes the slow trip to the mound to have a conversation. You can't blame Jones in this situation, Dean. He's done a great job thus far. He's gotten 2 ground balls. He should at least had 2 outs. You can't count on the double play. Ground ball to short should have been an out at first. Ground ball to second should have got a force at second. But when you're in a wood bat event like this, there's no reason why you just pitch to contact, let the guys hit the ball, because not only do they have to make solid contact, they got to hit that sweet spot on the wood. Fill up the zone. You can only hurt yourself with walks and hit by pitch.
Well, Craig, looking at this other team, I think they could find the sweet spot. They are a group of big young men.
Talking to their head coach prior to the game, this is their first event of the summer. This group's come together, so they're 1-1 on the season, whereas 417, you guys are 5-1. 3-1 last weekend, 2-0 so far this weekend. So 5-1 on the early here in the summer. As the conference breaks, Hartley heads back to the mound, and PJ Serwinski returns behind the plate. No outs, runners on first and second. Infield fly alive. Hutchinson at second. Gregales leads off from first as Jones comes set. Shows bunt, gets it down, Sitton circles it, picks it up, fires down the line, not in time. So the catcher, Sayong, squares around bunts, give him an infield single. Big hop, rolled around a little further away from Sitton, gave him a chance to get down the line. So now bases loaded, no outs, for another left-handed hitter. In the second baseman, Landry Stamps. First pitch Just Stamps down on the turf. 1-0. Jones, a senior to be at Branson. Is 1-0. Misses down and in. That'll run the count 2-0. Hutchinson at third. Gregalis second. Sayon at first. Outfield defense, Vangrove, Ross, and Goforth left to right on your video screen. Or you're much playing them straight away. 2-0 misses down and in, runs the count 3-0. Infield defense is normal depth. Corners are not in. They're playing for a double play ball anywhere on the infield. Counts 3-0. The second baseman Stamps. The 3-0 misses up and away, and that'll walk in a run. So Hutchinson will score from third. Gauss goes to third, Sayon to second, and Stamps with an RBI walk. That'll bring up the third baseman, Gunnar Dillard. Right-handed hitting third baseman. First pitch right down the pipe for a strike. Defense, same way. Outfield straight away. Infield defense playing normal depth. Double play anywhere on the infield. Corners are not in. 3 across here in the top of the first, 3-0 Dodgers. The 0-1 misses behind the helmet, runs the count to 1-1. Head coach for the Dodgers, Nick Godwin, he's coaching at third, assisted by Terry Bevington coaching at first. I'll have more story on Bevington later on in the broadcast. Pitch is up in the zone, gets past Sitton, but no advance of the runners. So fastball up, runs the count to 2-1. Third base coach, like I said, head coach Nick Godwin. He's the director of day-to-day operations for the Dueling Dodgers organization in Dallas. Runs their facility. The 2-1 inside corner for strike 2 evens the count at 2-2. Bases loaded, no outs, 3 across here, top of the first. The 2-2. That's going to be fouled into the vegetation down the right field side. Before Missouri Southern built their indoor practice facility down the right field side, that used to be one heck of a jungle, like a scene right out of the movie Predator. Balls would go in there, and you risked your life and limb to get it back. Reset for another 2-2, and that'll hit him. Hit by pitch RBI for Dillard. Second hit batter of this inning. And that'll force in Gregalis, who reached on an error. Sayon on third, Stamps at second, Dillard at first. 4 runs now across, and still no outs. The 8th batter to come here to the plate at the top of the first, Zach Henderson, the designated hitter, and another left-handed hitter. That pitch misses away. Runs the count 1-0. Slight breeze out of the south. The flag's got some movement out there and left now. The 1-0. Misses up and away. 2-0.
Go, Hunter. You're all right.
Jones sets. The senior Pirate to be comes set on 2-0 and misses up. That'll make the count 3-0. 3-0 down the pipe. Strike one. 3-1 now the count. 8-hole hitter, Zach Henderson. There's a ground ball past the diving second baseman Kessler into right field. Oh, bobble out there. 2 runs are going to score on the single. Stamps and Sayon, and then Dillard will go to third on the bobble. So 2 RBI single for Henderson. That'll make it 6-0 as the 9-hole hitter, the right fielder Caleb Watkins, steps in to hit. First and third, no outs. And a third hit batter of the inning. It's been double, error, hit by pitch, error, single, walk, hit by pitch, single. Now another hit by pitch. That's all 9 batters in the Dodgers order. Now bring back up the top of the order in Kendall Johnson. He'll let off the game with a ground rule double over Fangro and left. Bases loaded, still no outs.
Runner.
Shot at the plate, not in time. Wild pitch, gets by Sitton. He got to it in plenty of time. But Dillard's going to score the 7th run on the wild pitch. Henderson moves up to third, and then Watkins to second. So now second and third, no outs. And a 1-0 count to Johnson.
How many runs they got now?
7-0. Count runs 2-0. Not the start that 417 wanted this morning. Round of 16 here, ABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. Win this one and you're in the quarterfinals. Single elimination after this round. You're guaranteed 2 games today, either in the quarterfinals or consolation. This is a 4-game guarantee event as the count goes 3-0. Win this one, you're in the quarterfinals at 5. You lose, you play in a consolation game for your 4th game at 3 o'clock. The 3-0. This is away, and that'll be another walk. Johnson's batted twice this inning, been on base both times. Double, now walk. Bases loaded once again, still no outs. Henderson, third, Watkins at second, now Johnson at first as Branch steps up. He reached on the error to short, and we'll have our second trip to the mound. John Hartley's going to come out, and since this will be the second trip, we'll have a pitching change. Pitching change being made. We'll be back with the changes. You're listening to 417 Baseball. One-time pause. Quickly.
Yep, you're good.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Warren Turner Field on the campus of Missouri Southern State University, Joplin, Missouri. 2024 ABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. We're still in the top of the first. Pitching change being made is Hunter Jones will give way to right-hander Ben Collier. Collier, a senior to be at Springfield Catholic. Jones faced 10 batters in the top of the first. Failed to register an out. Allowed 3 hits. 3 hit batters, 2 walks, and wasn't helped by 2 errors. So now Collier will face shortstop Kyle Branch, who reached on an error at short his first at-bat this inning. 7-0, top of the first, no outs and bases loaded. What a situation for Collier to inherit. First pitch, ground ball up the middle. Another shot for Davis. He'll flip to Kessler. On to Raton at first. 6-4-3, just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen for 417. Double play.
Good job, man.
Run does score, no RBI. Henderson scores for the 8th run, but Branch 6-4-3. That gets 2 outs on 1 pitch. Watkins goes to third. So now the left fielder Landon Hutchinson comes up, hit by a pitch, his first at bat. 2 down. First pitch, strike, outer part of the plate. This is a wood bat event. Everybody swings the wood.
He said wood. I'm in and out, folks. I'm eating breakfast still, so. Behind you, to your right.
The 0-1's in the turf, bounces away from sitting, and Watkins will score with the 9th run. So, Doolin Dodgers here in the top of the first. All 9 have reached. All 9 have scored.
That is a
First
nice breeze.
Trip through the lineup. Yes, we'll take the breeze, folks. Trust me. 84 degrees and humidity. If it wasn't for the breeze, we would be in the hot box today. Base is empty, 2 down. The 1-1. Chop towards first. Raton's going to take it on 2 bounces, step on it by himself, 3 unassisted, but the damage is done. 9 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors and none left. After half an inning, 9-0. You're listening to 417 Baseball, 417 Baseball Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to Warren Turner Field, campus of Missouri Southern State University in Joplin. 2024 Connie Mack World Series qualifier.
Take it back. Get off your chart. You're not going to work. Get it?
Yeah. Trying to get my microphone back on my. I love these little lapel mics. They're so good.
Barely hanging on, though.
Don't want to knock it off. We head to the bottom of the first of a 9-0 ball game. 417's dug themselves quite the hole. Hopefully they understand that one swing is not going to score them 9 runs. Leading off for the 417 Black, it'll be the left fielder Carter Fangrove. Center fielder Colin Ross on deck, and then also due up will be first baseman Brady Raton. First pitch from right-hander Aiden Sims, misses down. Ball 1. Sims from Forney, Texas, Forney High School. Second pitch chopped down the first base line will be foul. Has committed to Texas A&M. Talking with head coach Nick Godwin, says he tops out in the low 90s. He's a three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, changeup. There's a changeup down, swung and missed. That'll be strike two, 1-2 now to Fangro. The 1-2. Fastball away, and Fangro swings and misses. That'll be the first out, strikeout here to start at the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Ross, left-handed hitting center fielder. First pitch to Ross, misses up and away. The defense for Doolin, that's Hutchison on left, Johnson in center, Watkins in right, left to right on your video screen. The 1-0 right down the pipe for strike one, 1-1 now. Infield defense, Dillard at third, Branch at short, Stamps at second, Gregalis at first, left to right on your video screen. Sims on the bump and Sayon behind the plate. As the 1-1 misses down and away, runs the count to 2-1. Don't need to do that. The 2-1 down, runs it 3-1.
Oh, no, sir.
Oh, no, we're good.
You're VIP.
No. The 3-1 count misses up and away, and Ross is going to reach on a one-out walk. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Brady Raton. Right-handed hitting Raton. Senior to be at Nixa High School, home of the Eagles. First pitch misses down and in, 1-0. Outfield defense straight away. Ross being held at first base by Gregalis. Chopper towards Gregalis at first. It's going to bounce foul. The beautiful thing about an all-turf field is, especially with wood bats, pitch to contact, let these hitters get themselves out. Ground balls are a pitcher's best friend. We saw that in the top of the first after 10 straight guys reached. Collier comes in, first pitch he throws, he gets a ground ball double play. Offensive timeout called by Coach John Hartley. 417 having a conference outside the dugout with everybody but Ross at first. So Raton will step back in. 1-1 count. Fastball misses down. That'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Sparse crowd on hand today. Decent group of parents made the trip from Texas to watch Doolin Dodgers as the 2-1 misses up and in, 3-1. 417, more of a Southwest Missouri flavor with players from all over the Nixa, Branson, Springfield, Joplin area. Good following of parents here. The 3-1, down and in, and that'll be back-to-back walks now for 417 Black. Ross on second, Raton on first, and that'll bring up the third baseman, the right-handed hitting Parker Mann. 2-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, 9-0. Crooked number top of the first for Doolin Dodgers. And that hit Mann on the inside of the arm. So another hit by pitch. That's our third one already of this game. That'll load the bases with 1 out for the shortstop, Bryce. Ross at third, Raton at second. Now Mann at first. First pitch hit by pitch. And the right-handed hitting Davis will step in. Davis, graduated senior from Ash Grove. First pitch from Sims, misses up and in, gets away from the catcher. Here comes Ross, and he will slide in safely with no throw. So wild pitch allows the run to score, and all the runners will move up a base. Raton now at third, and Mann at second with one out. And Nick Godwin, head coach for Dillon Dodgers, comes to the mound. As I mentioned in the top of the first, Godwin's the head coach for this Dillon Dodgers team out of Texas. He works full-time for the Dillon Dodgers organization as their day-to-day operations at their facility, assisted by Terry Bevington. And if the name Terry Bevington sounds familiar, it might, because he has some experience coaching pro ball. Bevington was the manager of the Chicago White Sox in 1995 through 1997. So a former major league manager in the dugout for the Dillon Dodgers.
Get a quick word in here on Craig. I
Davis will
apologize to
step
anybody
back in
watching.
with a 1-0
The
count.
camera got screwed up.
And runners on second and
I'll
third.
try and keep better
Sims
track
set
of
after
it.
the conference. And he misses up again. 2-0 now the count.
Getting back off here so I don't interrupt Craig.
The 2-0, Sims is popped up, backing out of play. Over towards the Southern Pat LaPierre softball complex, right behind Warren Turner Field. Broken bat, ground ball dribbler towards short. It's going to be the third baseman, Dillard, who comes across, picks it up, and fires over to Gregalis in time to retire Davis on a nice play on the run, 5-3. RBI, though, for Davis as Mann scores. Mann goes to third. Raton scores. So 2 runs now across here in the bottom of the first, 9-2 in favor of Dillon Dodgers. 2 down as Leighton Herman steps in, the designated hitter. First pitch fastball down in the zone for a ball. Crooked numbers for both teams here in the first inning. And we've had our first broken bat of the day. Fastball up, offered at by Herman, and swing and a miss. One on one the count. Fastball misses in. Herman, a senior to be at Hillcrest High School in Springfield, home of the Hornets. The 2-1 misses in. That'll run the count 3-1. Again, no scoreboard here at Warren Turner Field. It was located in right field, and you can see the remnants of it behind the right field fence, behind that Highland Dairy sign. Tornado blew it down in May. And the 3-1's going to be fouled back to the screen, so that'll run the count full 3-2. 3-2, 2 and down, with Mann at third. In a 9-2 ball game here in the bottom of the first. That'll be a chopper towards first. Gregalis is going to field it on 2 bounces, flip it over to Sims, who's covering for the third out of the inning. So 3-1 will be the put out, but not before 417 adds a couple. A pair of walks, a hit batter, a wild pitch, and a RBI ground out. 2 runs on no hits. There were no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1 complete, it's Dillon Dodgers 9, 417 Black 2. You're listening to 417 Baseball. Welcome back to Warren Turner Field on the campus of Missouri Southern State University, Joplin, Missouri, 2024 WABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. We head to the top of the second. Dueling Dodgers will send up 4, 5, 6. Zach Gallus, Zeke Sayon, and Landry Stamps due up here. 9 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors in the first inning for the Dodgers. First pitch from Collier here in the top of the second, misses down on the turf. Ball 1. Your Gallus reached on an error. It's the cleanup hitter in the first inning. The 1-0. That ball's driven to the gap towards right center, but Ross is going to slide over and make it look routine, but he had to slide over a little bit from center to make that catch, so Gallus lines out to center for the first out. That'll bring up the catcher, Zach Sayon. He singled in the first. 1 for 1 with a run scored. First pitch he sees, misses up and away. Ball 1. Swing and a miss on the 1-0. I'll run the count 1-1. Sayon from Timber Creek High School. Unfortunately, I don't know what town Timber Creek's in. He lines that one down the line and right, and that's going to get down. And he's going to try to stretch that single into a double, and the hustle double will get him there. So line drive to right. Watkins played it on a hop. Excuse me, not Watkins. That's Goforth out and right. Played it on a hop, bobbled, and that allowed Sayon to get to second base. He'll get courtesy run for. 1 out double for Sayon. He's now 2 for 2. That'll bring up the second baseman, Landry Stamps. I was mentioning Sayon, the catcher, Timber Creek High School. He is committed to Louisiana Monroe, D1 school in Louisiana. First pitch to Stamps misses down the way, 1-0. Stamps, RBI walk his last at-bat. Another lefty in that lineup. Collier, 1-0 misses up high. And Sid and asked for time because I think they got mixed up on their signs there. And go out and make sure they're on the same page in terms of.
I think it goes out to change up the signs.
Quite possibly. Sometimes you have it set where there's a runner on, you automatically go to the backups, which is, there's an indicator, or maybe it's the second or third pitch or sign, whichever one, while everything else is always the first. They're making sure they're on the same page now. 2-0 count to Stamps. That misses inside, runs the count to 3-0. Stamps himself from Keller High School, Keller, Texas. He's headed to junior college, Tyler Junior College. Long history of success in both baseball and football at Tyler. The 3-0 hits the corner. That'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Three one's going to be lined towards center field and be down for a single. Here comes the courtesy runner for Sayon. He's going to score standing up, and an RBI single for Landry Stamps, his second RBI of the day. This one a little more complicated.
Good hit, though.
So Stamps now 1 for 1 with a pair of RBIs. That'll make it 10-2 in favor of the Doolin Dodgers. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Gunnar Dillard, he was hit by a pitch his first at-bat. Later come around and scored on a wild pitch. Off-speed pitch, caught the outside corner for strike one. 1 on, 1 out here, top of the second in a 10-2 ball game. Fastball, same spot, catches the corner for strike two, so now 0-2. Collier quickly out ahead. Sid looks at the dugout for a sign, relays to Collier. Collier he'll come set, checks on Stamps at first. There goes the runner. Off-speed pitch, driven towards left, way back, and gone. Gunnar Dillard, hanging curveball, and he just stayed on it with that wood bat and drove it over the left field fence, 345 feet for a 2-run home run, and that'll make it 12-2 Doolin Dodgers. So after 9-run first, now a 3-run second for the Dodgers, and they open up a 12-2 lead. And that'll bring up the 8-hole hitter, the designated hitter, Zach Henderson. He had a 2 RBI single in the first. Got around a little late, sprayed it foul into the 417 dugout. Not sure if everybody avoided that one down there by the reaction from the Dodgers dugout. We'll find out if everybody's okay here in a minute. The 0-1. That's going to be popped down the third base line, and I believe it's going to get out of play, and it will. So that'll be a foul ball. That'll make the count 0-2. Mann and Davis gave pursuit. There's decent foul territory on the infield here at Warren Turner Field, but once you get down about 30, 40 feet down from the base, the fence juts out toward the line, down both lines. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera. So foul territory really becomes scarce down the lines. The 0-2, outside corner missed just off. So that'll make the count 1-2. Off-speed pitch on 1-2 is lifted towards right, and that's Goforth out there. He'll make a couple steps in, and he'll catch it, and that'll be for the second out. So Henderson flies out to right for the second out, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Caleb Watkins. Watkins hit by a pitch, later scored in the first inning. 12-2, 2 down, top of the second. Little one hopper back to the pitcher, bobbled. And a nice play at short by Davis. He corrals the ricochet off of Collier. Davis fields it, transitions, throws the Raton at first in time to retire Watkins. I'm going to put it in the book as 1-6-3, and if anybody disagrees, you can come fix my book. 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and no one left on base after 1.5. It's 12-2. Doolin Dodgers was in the 417 baseball on the 417 network. Welcome back to Warren Turner Field on the campus of Missouri Southern State University for the 2024 AABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. wood bat event. The winner tomorrow of the championship gets a ticket to Farmington, New Mexico in the Connie Mack 18 Under World Series. We're in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Chase Kessler, misses down for ball one. Aiden Sims on for his second inning of work. Second pitch here to Kessler, misses down, ball two. Kessler, the second baseman, followed by Sitton, the catcher, and Noah Goforth, the right fielder, here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 now, the count to Kessler. Kessler, the second baseman from Nixa High School, senior to be. Fastball down the pipe for strike one. That'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 misses wide, and 417 will have the leadoff guy here on in the bottom of the second as the catcher, Gabe Sitton, steps in. Fastball, the inner part of the plate misses, 1-0. Scheduled to play 7 here today. Run rule is in effect. The 1-0 fastball down the pipe, swung on a miss by Sitton. That'll make the count 1-1. Sitton, senior to be at Carl Junction. Third baseman catcher, can pitch when called upon. The 1-1 chopped off his leg inside the box. That's a good call right there. Home plate umpire P.J. Starwinski, quick on the call. He'll come out and switch baseballs with Sims. As the catchers, Sayon and Sitton, have a conversation at the plate. Father-son combination umpiring today. P.J., the son, behind the plate. Father Bo in the field. Bo, the athletic director at Galena Canyon High School, former head football coach, and PJ, now an assistant football coach, former All-American linebacker at Pittsburgh State, now assisting up as the fastball on the outside corner called strike 3. Catch is sitting looking. Serwinski, as I was mentioning, he is assistant football coach now at a suburb Kansas City school. So 1-on-1 out now for the right fielder Noah Goforth. Fastball misses in, ball 1. Second strikeout of the game for Sims. Again, mentioned in the bottom of the first. Bound for Texas A&M. 3-pitch guy, fastball, changeup, slider. And his fastball has been clocked in the low 90s. Swung on a miss for a strike there to Goforth. Fastball swung on a miss again for strike 2. One ball, 2 strike count to Noah Goforth, the 9-hole hitter. Kessler leads off first. 1-2 down on the turf, and nice scoop by Sam. Runs the count 2-2. 12-2, our score here in the top of the second, or bottom of the second, excuse me. That pitch was up. Goforth held up on the swing. That'll run the count full 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. Fastball catches the bottom part of the zone, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts looking now for Sims after the leadoff walk. So now 2 down. Kessler at first. That'll bring up the top of the order in Carter Fangro. Fangro, he struck out swinging. Just start at the bottom of the first. Senior to be at Nixa. Ground ball back towards the mound. They'll be fielded at second base by Stamps. He'll flip to Branch at short. Get the force out. 4-6. And that'll end the bottom of the second. So no runs, no hits. There was a runner left. And after 2 complete, 12-2, Julian Dodgers lead. We'll be back for the top of the third. You'll listen to 417 Baseball. Welcome back, baseball fans, to Warren Turner Field, campus of Missouri Southern State University, Joplin, Missouri, for the 2024 Double ABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. We're heading to the top of the third. And Dueling Dodgers will send up the top of the order, start their third trip through the lineup. Kendall Johnson, Kyle Branch, and Landon Hutchison due up here, leading 12-2. Shows bunt, but first pitch off speed, called strike one to Johnson. Dodgers will see their third 417 pitcher as Leighton Herman has now stepped on the bump. The designated hitter now comes into the game as pitcher. Swing and miss to Johnson, now runs the count 0-2. Johnson, leadoff double to start the game, bounced it over the fence and left, and then walked later in that inning. Fastball misses down, runs the count to 1-2. That'll be popped back foul and out of play. 9-run first is the difference in this ball game. Hunter Jones got the start, saw 10 batters, couldn't fail to retire anyone. Gave way to Ben Collier, who finished the first. He got a one-pitch double play and then a ground ball to first in the first, and then he allowed 3 runs in the second. So he went the first 2 officially, and now gives way to Leighton Herman here. That pitch is going to be popped up on the infield. It's in foul territory in play. Sitton gives chase, gives way to Herman, who Herman had a hit in his glove and pounce out. So it'll just be a foul ball on and another pitch for Johnson. High sun here today. Scattered clouds. Like I said, the breeze is picking up out of the south. It was light earlier. Now it's coming a little stiffer. Still not a bad day for baseball in Joplin here in the Midwest. Lots of tournaments going on in the area this weekend. Herman's pitch misses away. That'll run the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Sitton's having to readjust his earpiece, getting the communication from the dugout. Full count to Johnson. The 3-2 from Herman. Fastball inside corner, called strike 3. So good spot for Herman. And that'll be the first strikeout recorded by 417 pitching in the game. And that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Kyle Branch, one of the rare right-handed hitters in the lineup for the Dueling Dodgers. Reached on an error to short in the first, and then later hit into a double play the same inning. Off-speed pitch misses away, ball 1. Branch from Lovejoy, he's headed to the SEC next year to play for the Oklahoma Sooners. Has committed to be with the Boomer Sooners next year in the SEC. See how that first year in the SEC treats them. Ground ball to third. That'll be Mann, who fields it, backs up, fields it on 2 bounces, and fires across to Raton in time to get the speedy Branch 5-3. So ground ball out now for Herman, and 2 down. And that'll bring up Landon Hutchison, the left fielder. Hutchison hit by pitch and then grounded out to first in his 2 at-bats in the first inning. First pitch misses up and away, ball 1. Hutchison from Friendship High School. He's headed to Blinn Junior College. And if you know anything about Blinn Junior College in Texas, you'll know that they won the Junior College World Series 2 weeks ago in Grand Junction, Colorado. So he's headed to play for a school that just is fresh off a national championship. Good place to be in Brenham, Texas, Blinn Junior College. The 1-0 misses in. That'll run the count 2-0. 3-0 correction. I missed one in there while talking about Blinn, Texas. The 3-0 misses down and in, and that'll be a 2-out walk issued to Hutchinson. It'll be the third walk issued today by 417 pitching, along with 3 hit batters. There's been a couple of doubles for the Dublin Dodgers, a home run. Gunnar Dillard's 2-run bomb in the second, counted for 2 of the 3 runs that inning. 12-2 here in the top of the third. First pitch to Zach Gregalis misses in for ball 1. Gregalis 0 for 2, reached on an error, came around and scored, and then flew out to center his last at bat to start the second. 1-0 misses away, 2-0. Pitch misses away. That'll run the count 3-0 as Herman's starting to struggle with the zone. Gregalis from Lexington Catholic. That's Lexington, Kentucky. He's headed towards a Division II University of Colorado at Mesa next year. 3-0 down the pipe makes it 3-1. The entire lineup for Dublin Dodgers headed to college somewhere. A lot of D1s. The scattering of junior colleges. Gregalis lines one into the gap in right center. Hutchinson's going to go first to third. Gregalis going to motor into second base for a double as Hutchinson doesn't stop motoring at all. He's going to score from first base on a 2-out double. So give Gregalis an RBI double. It's the third double of the game for the Dodgers. First RBI for Gregalis. He's now 1 for 3 with the double. And that'll bring up the catcher, Ezekiel Sound, another lefty. 7 left-handed hitters in this Dodgers lineup. They're going to appeal and say that check to see if Hutchinson stepped second when he was rounding second, and the field umpire Boserwinky says yes, he touched. So Sayon steps in. Again, he's 2 for 2. His courtesy runner has scored twice for him. Single and a double. And Herman and Sitton are not on the same page with signs again, so they're going to double check with each other. Again, Nick Godwin, the head coach for the Dodgers, coaching at third. Terry Bevington, the former Chicago White Sox manager, coaching at first. Sure, he's got a few stories that I wish I could have got from him in pregame and share on the broadcast. Guy's probably seen more baseball games than I could talk about. Outside corner called strike to Sound. The 0-1. Swung on a missed. That'll be strike 2. Gregalis leads off from first. That's Davis holding him on there. Kessler over in the hole with the left-handed hitter on. That pitch is going to be up in the zone, gets away from Sitton, and wild pitch will allow Gregalis to move up to third. One ball, 2 strike count now. Runner on third with 2 outs. Herman come on to pitch this inning after being the DH. He got a strikeout and a ground out, then a walk, then a double. Got him in trouble all but 2 outs. The 1-2 fouled off at the plate, back to the screen. On deck hitter Landry Stamps. Retrieve it, sit on it until he can bring it up to Serwinski at the plate. So we'll reset the 1-2 and do it all over again. The 1-2. Chop foul. Again, almost the same exact same thing. Another foul ball to the collection for Stamps over there on the on-deck circle. Angro shading Sayon down the line and left. Everybody else pretty much straight away. The 1-2 misses up and away. That'll run the count 2-2. If you hear any music in the background, that's coming from Fred G. Hughes Stadium, Missouri Southern's football stadium. I believe they've got a summer football camp taking place behind the stadium here. That ball, another foul ball. This one's going to be shot down the first base line. Bevington's going to get pursuit before it gets into fair territory. As Stamps gives the 2-ball collection he had to the home plate umpire Sawinski. Still 2-2 as we reset here. Sun-soaked Saturday morning here in Joplin. The 2-2 swung on a missed, held by Sitton, and that'll be the third out. So Sayon strikes out swinging, but not before Doing Dollars add another one. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. After 2.5, we go to the bottom of the third. It's the Doolin Dodgers 12, 417-2. You're listening to 417 Baseball on the 417 Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to Warren Turner Field, campus Joplin, Missouri, 2024 ABC American Amateur Baseball Conference Connie Mack World Series qualifier. The winner of this tournament, this is a 22-team event in Joplin this weekend. Started on Thursday with pool play Thursday, Friday. 7 pools of 3, 1 pool of 4. And the pool champs, the pool runners-up, got advanced to a 16-team bracket. That's where we're at right now in the round of 16. The winner of the tournament punched the ticket to Farmington, New Mexico as we head to the bottom of the third. First pitch to Colin Ross, swung on a miss for strike 1 as Aiden Sims begins his third inning of work. .417, 2-0 in pool play with wins over the Missouri Monarchs 9-0 yesterday at Joe Becker Stadium, and then they beat the Burnett Black Sox 2-1 on Thursday. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Doolin Dodgers went 1-1. Wins over Off-Speed Athletics 6-4. Fouled off at the plate. And a loss to Willard McGee 6-1 yesterday. So they were their pool runner-up, but they still get into the bracket of 16, the round of 16. Cued down the third base line towards Dillard. Dillard fields on 2 bounces, and he'll throw across to Gregalis in time to retire Ross 5-3. So Sims starts the third inning with a ground ball out. Ross now 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the first. That'll bring up the first baseman, Brady Rattone. He walked and scored in the first also. Back-to-back walks and then a hit batter, a wild pitch, and a ground-out RBI. Swing and a miss by Raton. First ball up in the zone from Sims. Sims has struck out 3 and gotten 4 ground ball outs of his 7 outs. 4 ground balls, 3 strikeouts, accounting for all 7 of his outs. Doing a good job of pitching to contact, letting the hitters get themselves out. Swung on and missed.
Are you good?
Producer, engineer, color guy, Dean's sitting on the broadcast with. That one fouled back to the screen by Raton. Parker Mann, the on-deck batter, will go retrieve that one. That pitch misses down and away. Sims winds and deals. Ground ball back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit for Raton. So a C&I single up the middle. And that'll be the first hit of the ball game, officially, for 417. So 1 out, 1 on now for Parker Mann, third baseman. He was hit by a pitch his first at bat. Fastball misses, I believe, down is what I heard Serwinski say. So 1-0 to Mann. 2, 3, 4 due up here this inning for the. As that pitch is popped up by Mann towards second base, and Stamps will take a step back, had him played about right, catch the pop up for the second out. So P4 will be Parker Mann. That'll bring up Bryce Davis. Davis ground out to third for an RBI, his last at bat. It was a tough play on the ground out. It was a little chopper towards short that Dillard cut in front of Branch and made the play across the diamond, but it allowed the run to score. First pitch fastball down the middle for strike 1, 0-1. Off-speed pitch, strike 2. I believe that was the slider that Godwin had told me that Sims has. 3 pitches, fastball, slider, changeup. Another one, that one Davis was able to lay off of, and Sayon was able to backhand it in the turf. 1 ball, 2 strike count now to Davis. That one's going to be popped up in the foul territory. Is Wynn going to blow it back foul? No, but it does get down before anybody could get to it. Watkins, Stamps, and Gregalis all gave pursuit, but foul territory, like I said, a good expanse of it, about for 50 feet from the dugouts, but it still got down, didn't get very high. New life for Davis here as he faces 1 and 2 again. Fastball, this one's going to skide towards center. That's going to be Johnson, and he'll camp underneath it on the Missouri Southern logo and retire Davis for the third out. So there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left in the bottom of the third. So after 3 complete, Doolin Dodgers 12, 417 2. You're listening to 417 Baseball on the 417 Network. Well, baseball fans, welcome back to Warren Turner Field on the campus of Missouri Southern State University in Joplin, Missouri, 2024 WABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. We're in the round of 16 here this morning. 10 o'clock, actually it was a 9:59 first pitch for a 10 o'clock scheduled first pitch. between 417 Black and the Dueling Dodgers out of Texas, a Southwest Missouri, and a team based out of Texas that's got players from all over the country here facing each other. It's a 12-2 score as we start the top of the fourth. Due up for the Dodgers, 6, 7, 8. Landry Stamps, Gunnar Dillard, and Zach Henderson. Stamps 1 for 1 with a pair of runs scored, a pair of RBI, a walk, and a RBI single. He'll face Leighton Herman for the first time, who's on for his second inning of work. The third pitcher here that 417 has used this morning. First pitch misses down for ball one. Stamps, as I mentioned earlier, from Keller, Texas, Keller High School, on his way to Tyler Junior College. That fastball misses in for ball 2-0. It's pretty impressive when you look at the list of commitments this team has for the Dueling Dodgers. You see schools like OU, Texas A&M, Indiana State, which, if you know anything about the Sycamores and their program in the Missouri Valley Conference the last couple of years, they hosted an NCAA regional last year, won the regional, were scheduled to host a super regional, but couldn't do it due to conflicts. They made the tournament again this year. Should have probably hosted a regional, didn't get one. Stephen F. Austin, Texas Tech, another OU commit. There's 4 OU commits on this team. That pitch misses. There's a Texas A&M, Baylor. A lot of Power 5 commits, scattering of Big 12 and SEC schools. As that pitch is lined down the left field line, hooking into foul territory and out of play. Full count, 3-2 to Stamps, the leadoff hitter here in the fourth. That one's roped foul and out of play down the right field line. So we've gone foul left, now foul right. As PJ Swerwinski lets the coaches know, I am out of baseballs. One back in for him. Swung on a miss for a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Herman. He got one looking to start the third, one to end the third. So his third strikeout in 1 1/3 innings of work now. That'll bring up Gunnar Dillard, the third baseman from Wall High School. He's headed to OU. Going to be a center in Norman. First pitch he sees is a broken back liner to left, and Davis had it played perfect. Made 2 steps in and caught it for a 1-pitch out, line drive to left. And that'll be quick 2 outs now for the Dodgers as the designated hitter Zach Henderson steps in. Henderson, 2-run single in the first. He flew out to right. His last at bat in the second. 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch he sees misses away for a ball. Henderson from Salina High School. He's the one down for Indiana State. Going to play in the Missouri Valley Conference with the Sycamores and the emerging program that is Indiana State. Back-to-back appearances in the college NCAA baseball tournament. That pitch misses up. 2-0 count now from Herman. That one's lifted towards left, hooking, and it's going to get out of play into the 417 bullpen down the left field line. Don't know if you can see it on the video screen, but it's 330 down the lines here at Warren Turner Field. 375 to the power alley, 400 to dead center. There is a dirt berm that's been built behind the outfield wall fence. Missouri Southern, their nationally renowned cross-country course, actually sits behind the outfield fences here. They host national and regional championships in cross-country at this facility. That pitch misses up. The next offering, that misses down. And that'll be a walk issued to Henderson. That'll be the second walk for Herman since he's come on. He had a 2-out walk that started his problems in the third, and now he's got another 2-out walk here in the fourth. Has walked 2, struck out 3. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Caleb Watkins. Watkins hit by a pitch and then grounded out 1-6-3 on a nice play in the second. As Herman checks on Henderson at first base, snap throw to Raton. Off-speed pitch, outside corner, called strike 1. Decent lead for Henderson at first. The Doolin Dodgers, they have offices in Memphis and Dallas. Players from all over the United States on this team. Already mentioned Texas and Kentucky, Indiana, amongst others. 2-0, down on the turf. Sitting, scoops, fires, throws down, and got him. Nice play by Sitton to scoop it out of the turf and nail Henderson trying to advance on the wild pitch. Put out 2-6 for the third out, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 3.5, 12-2, Doolin Dodgers lead 417. You're listening to 417 Baseball on the 417 Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to Warren Turner Field on the campus of Missouri Southern State University, Joplin, Missouri, 2024 WABC Connie Mack World Series qualifier. Winner of the tournament punches a ticket straight to Farmington, New Mexico for the WABC Connie Mack World Series. As we head to the bottom of the fourth in a 12-2 ball game, Doolin Dodgers lead 417 Black. Due up, it'll be 6, 7, 8, part of the order. Leighton Herman, designated hitter, now pitcher. Chase Kessler and Gabe Sitton as Herman swings and misses through a fastball from Aiden Sims. He's on for his fourth inning of work now. 0-1 the count. That one's going to be pop foul back and down the first base side, not a play. 0-2 now to Leighton Herman. Senior to be at Hillcrest High Schools from Springfield. Pitch misses up. 1 ball, 2 strike count. 417 Black. Team from Southwest Missouri, scattering of players from all over Southwest Missouri. Pitch misses inside and runs the count 2-2. 7 players from Nixa, 2 from Branson, and then guys from Springfield Catholic, Hillcrest, Carl Junction, Glendale, Ash Grove, amongst the rest of the guys. That one will be fouled also down the first base side and out of play. Still 2-2. Most of them are seniors to be, but you do have a couple like Colin Ross from Branson and Bryce Davis from Ash Grove who have graduated. Called strike 3, and that pitch catches Herman looking for a strikeout. That'll be the 4th one registered by Sims today. 2 graduated seniors. Everybody else is seniors to be, and then there's 1 class of 26, a junior to be at Nixa. That's Owen Locke. Fastball misses up high. Ball 1. Sims still dealing. The right-hander bound for Texas A&M. Fastball change-up slider and mid-90s speed. That one sliced down the first base line, but it's going to get just foul. as I see a gentleman walk behind me with a beautiful shirt on that says University of Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. God bless Louisiana. I love that school and the program down there. A lot of good history with that university and the baseball program. One of the better baseball stadiums, beautiful baseball stadiums in D1 baseballs. That pitch misses in. Ball 2. Teague Moore Ballpark on the campus of the University of Louisiana, Lafayette. Beautiful campus, beautiful facility. That was line foul and out of play. And Kessler up there battling right now. 2-2 count. That ball's in, so that'll run the count full, I believe. 3-2. Yep, 3-2 count now to Kessler. He has walked in his only other appearance today. He fouls that one back to the screen. Kessler, senior to be at Nixa. Fastball misses high, and Kessler's on with his second walk. He's 0 for 0 on base twice with 2 walks. He led off the second with a walk, and now a 1-out walk here in the 4th. And that's going to bring a visit from Doolan Dodgers head coach Nick Godwin. Aiden Sims, class of 24. That's going to be the last batter he faces from Forney High School, Texas A&M commit. So look forward to seeing him compete in the SEC for a school that's at the College World Series right now. And I believe they're going to bring out of the bullpen, looking to see who's going to come in, because they were going to bring, I was told that the plan was to use Sims for as long as they wanted, and then they were going to go to Deegan Kubat. But it doesn't look like that's the plan. They may have changed their plan, is trying to get a number on the relief pitcher who's come in here. I'm seeing it right. It says Ezekiel Sayong, who was catching, unless they've made a change at the plate and they've got a new catcher in Tucker Tittle. So I'm going to go with the fact that Sayong is now going to the mound, and we've got Tucker Tittle behind the plate until I'm told differently. So Sims goes 3 1/3, strikes out 4, allows 1 hit, 2 runs on 1 hit, walked 4, struck out 4, hit 1. So he's responsible for the runner on, but all but closed the book on Sims today. And again, 16-team bracket. It's not single elimination yet. You win this one, you go to a single elimination. If you win this one, you're in the quarterfinals, which turns single elimination. You lose, you're going to at least pick up a consolation game later this afternoon. So that's what's on the line in this game today. As Sitton steps in, senior to be at Carl Junction, starting catcher, right-hand hitter. He struck out looking for the first out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch he sees, misses down for ball 1. Special thanks to his mom and dad, Dean and Katie, for providing the live stream and the broadcast opportunity today. Appreciate their support. Second pitch misses down for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 misses down in the turf, 3-0. So the relief pitcher Sayong comes into the game and started the game at catcher, now pitching, and serves up 3 straight balls to his counterpart Sitton. Fastball in the inner part of the plate for strike 1. So now 3-1 the count, runner on first. Kessler. Fastball down, and that'll be ball 4. So 5-pitch walk to Sitton, and they're going to courtesy run for Sitton. That'll be Owen Locke, the junior to be at Nixa, courtesy running for Sitton. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Noah Goforth. He struck out looking for the second out in the second. He's over 1 today. Two on, 1 out here in the 4th. Fastball misses up high, ball 1, 1-0 count.
They've been just upper 70s.
Yeah. 12-2 is our score here in the bottom of the 4th. Run rule is in effect. Curveball. Called strike. That'll even the count at 1. All turf facility. Wood bat tournament. The 1-1 misses down. Backhand stop by, I believe that's Tittle behind the plate now, not Seon. Seon went to the mound. 2-ball, 1-strike count as the top of the order. Carter Fangaro waits on deck. Fastball inside corner called strike. And that'll even the count 2-2. The 2-2, fastball fouled and spoiled. Seon tried to spot one on the outside corner, but the best Goforth could do was just spoil it to get himself another one. Send it back to the screen. So we'll reset 2-2 with 1 out and 2 on. That one's in the turf, blocked well by Tittle. That'll run the count full. 3-2, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Kessler at second, Sitton, or courtesy runner Locke at first. Full count pitch, misses down and away, and that'll load them up. So the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, all work their way on with walks. 1 out, bases loaded for the top of the order, and Carter Fangro, and 417 has something going. Top of the first, Doolin Dodgers played in 9 without getting an out. And that just sort of set the tone. Since then, it's been a 3-2 ball game. First pitch, line towards the runner in foul territory, which is why I want to use this as a teaching moment to those of you watching and listening to this video. They always teach you when you lead off from third, you go down and foul and come back in fair. And that line drive, friends, is exactly why you do it. Because that foul ball hit him in foul territory, he's not out. It's just a foul ball. So teaching moment for those of you watching the broadcast this morning. 0-1 the count to Fangro. He's 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. Fastball misses up high. That runs the count 1-1. Dillard hugging the, well, no, actually now he's playing off the line at third. I thought he was on the line. Infield back for Doolin Dodgers. There's a ground ball towards second base. Stamp's got one play, and that's to first. He'll retire Goforth 4-3, but there's an RBI on the play as he drives home Kessler with the third run, makes it 12-3. All the other runners move up a base, so Locke at third, Goforth at second, 2 down as Colin Ross steps in. He's 0 for 1. Walk and a run scored and a ground out in third. Fastball misses away. 1-0 the count. Outfield plays him pretty much straight away. Defense, infield sits back. The 1-0 fouled back to the backstop. Even the count at 1-1. No time limit on these games. It's just run rule and straight 7. Started it. First pitch was thrown at 9:59. Nice block by Tittle. He dropped some blocks on that one. Fundamental. And I'll make them count 2 balls and 1 strike to Ross. 417, 2 in the first without a hit. They've got 1 here without a hit in the fourth. Ground ball to second. Stamps will smother it, flip over to Gregalis, and retire Ross 4-3. So, 1 run on no hits. There were no errors, and 2 left on base. After 4 complete, 12-3, and the run rule's in effect 8 after 4, so that'll be your ball game. Final score, 417, or excuse me, final score, Doolin Dodgers from Texas and all over the United States, 12. 417, Southwest Missouri, 3. 417.
Yeah, 13.
I missed one then. Okay. Final score officially 13-3. So 417 will go to the consolation game at 3 o'clock. So we'll come back and bring you that game later this afternoon. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in this afternoon. Final score one last time: Doolin Dodgers 13, 417 3. You've been listening to 417 Baseball on the 417 Network. All right. I don't know how that went. Yes, it went.
Lots of thanks to commentator Craig Hall. Hope everybody liked it. And thanks for tuning in. And like he said, catch you later today.